The character I play, his name is Dalton, which is like he's a Cambodian Chinese communist revolutionary, right? And this terrorist group, and his role in the movie, he starts out as this terrorist, but they come to Hong Kong to pick up this chemical weapon called the Purple Storm, right? During the pickup, there's a mishap, a fight, and then I get involved in it and wind up getting injured and then losing my memory completely, right? So then the rest of my gang has to take off and leave me there, right? And the rest of the gang consists of Kwok-leung, Mr. Gum, and Josie Ho. And they take off and leave me there, thinking that I was dead. But then when the cops come to sort of fix everything up, they realize that I'm not dead. So they take me in and try to use me as a pawn to sort of get through to my boss, which is played by Gum-san, right? And they're trying to get all this information out of me, beating me, torturing me, all this kind of stuff, but I've totally lost all my memory.
你嚟香港做咩？
唔知。
有冇殺過人？
唔知。
佢係邊個？
They feed me like a whole sort of background life history about how I've been, you know, born in Cambodia but came to Hong Kong at a young age, grew up, and became like a cop, and been working for the police for a long time.
我係香港反恐怖活動主管，我叫馬。
同我有咩關係？
你係我哋香港警方派出嘅我哋。
And I start having these flashbacks of not of the good life that they'd set me up with, but of this bad stuff of like killing people and things like that. So then I become really confused again, really of like, who am I? Am I like a bad guy or a good guy? And then once I figure out, eventually I figure out who I am. It's a matter of deciding to be bad or good.
我係恐怖分子，就一世都係恐怖分子。
不会的，如果你还是恐怖分子的话，你早就配枪了。
One of the directors in Hong Kong is one of my friends. It's called Teddy Chen. He's been directing the film called Who Am I? It's starring by Jackie Chan. My story somehow is similar to Who Am I? It's also Who Am I? Because Daniel lost his memory. So when the time Benny discovered the script with Jackie, he has lots of point and lots of ideas that Jackie maybe he said he doesn't like or he don't like, because he want to make a happy ending story and in a comic way. So I said, why don't you give me the thing that you didn't use? I'll we make another story, just like Who Am I?
I got casted for Purple Storm, which you know, met Teddy, went through the script and stuff like that, and he sort of. We didn't really cast. He just said, okay, you're going to do this part. You're going to have to play this character. Can you do it? And I said, yeah, sure, why not? So, I mean, it was quite simple, actually. And then I read through the script. And it was the first time I've actually had like a full finished script before everything started, you know. And so it was good to be able to go through and look at the character more like completely before starting to film. And then actually, when we filmed and now that it's all said and done, nothing really changed from the script, which is very like not common for Hong Kong films here.
Daniel is a very good kung fu fighter, so he picked up very fast.
I started with Shaolin style kung fu, mainly because after I was like 6 years old, my parents took me to see Shaolin Temple, Jet Li's first film, right? So I said, you know, I gotta learn how to do all this stuff. And then I switched to wushu because I wanted to go to sort of competition level stuff. So I've trained wushu for the past, you know, well, I did both at the same time for a while. So it was like about eight years as well of wushu.
And he'd been to China, and he'd been teaching kung fu in States. He'd been working a lot for, I think now he's training something. I think he'd been learning kung fu for about almost 20 years.
These two are the lead players. I haven't talked to these.
I'm Daniel Wu.
And the name of the movie
You're
is?
on the set of Purple Storm.
Yeah. This is the happiest man in show business. Oh, Emil Chau, great singer, great guy. But in this movie, a serious dramatic role. But he's a cool. Tell us about your character in the movie.
I am a very high-ranked officer, police officer,
and I have to be very cool, which I have never been that cool before.
You're pretty damn cool in Bole Jun, has to be said.
Okay,
The bad guy in Bole Jun, very good performance.
Emil Chau. I worked with him a little bit because his part is kind of separate from my part. So, but he's really nice, like happy-go-lucky kind of guy. It's very like totally different than the part he plays, which is a very like driven, serious, stressed-out cop, you know. And so it's really funny seeing him like switch from like being laughing and like singing his songs to like playing this role, you know.
And who plays your wife in this movie?
My wife, Josie here.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit! There you go. Oh yeah, that's what you call that's what you call screen presence. So Josie, who do you play in the movie?
That's the 15th
I play a really chilling killer.
She's cold-blooded killer, actually.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded killer.
Yeah, you see how I'm really chill.
But she's not really cold-blooded. She's cold-blooded for a reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you disguised as the telephone repairman character from Fist of Fury? We want to know.
She plays my wife, actually. Well, my lover in the film. That we had a kid and all this stuff in my past, right? That I didn't know about and all this stuff. And we're both kind of like the newcomers to the movie, so we went through a lot of the same pressures together to sort of like cut and perform, you know, as well as everybody else.
Who do you play in the movie?
I'm his enemy. Take a look at it. This is the leader of the terrorists.
Right.
Yeah, from Cambodia.
The evil look. Wow. Are you in shape? Have you been training?
Later. Maybe.
Oh, you're
because this is the first day that we're working.
Oh, okay. So you're going to be fighting later in the movie?
Yeah.
Do you guys get to fight?
Yes.
Right. We're looking forward to that.
我唔想殺人，你要死！我唔想殺你，你走！
On the 13th of October 1999, Purple Storm became the first ever Hong Kong film production to have its world premiere in London's West End. In attendance were Bay Logan, star of the movie Daniel Wu, and yours truly, all accompanied by a traditional Chinese line dance. To finish off, we're going to leave you with the official full-length trailer for the film.